as we leave Manningham in Bradford. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Welcome to the United Kingdom and welcome to Bradford. The Sahar Demne, or I have a question for you. How many of you love a great car and how many of you take pride and joy in your car? Well, on today's vlog we are off to Newbury, which is about 207 miles from Bradford, and we have seen a car. We're going to travel all the way to Oldham, meet my brother Zabit Khan, pick him up as well, go through various roads and motorways. So enjoy the parts of the UK today as we go to buy a car. Uzefa is patiently waiting. Sat in the car, read our 5 surahs with 6 bismillahs, which are the focals and surah Idha Ja Nasrullahi wal Fath, and read the du'as of sitting in a vehicle and the du'as of protection, and ask for protection of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as we set off on our journey. And if you're watching, special salams to Ukasha and my sister Hamida in Atuk, and all the other people that are watching throughout the world as well. Welcome, marhaba, to a crisp morning in the United Kingdom. So the connecting motorways from Bradford go via the M606, and we are currently travelling on a very rainy M62, initially towards Lancashire. Did you know, despite the M1 being the most recognised motorway in the UK, the Preston bypass, today it's part of the M6, was built in 1958. The widest motorway is that way. 17 lanes near the M61, as we have more spray from the Curry's vehicle. Longest motorway in the the longest motorway in the UK, not in the M, the longest motorway in the UK is the M6, and the shortest is in Mancunian Way. Whether you're a Manchester United or a Manchester City, Mancunian Way in Manchester has the shortest network, which is 0.6 miles. We are currently on the M62, which peaks at 372 meters. So it's upwards and onwards, and in a moment it's going to be downwards as we come across the Pennine Valleys. Which is Zabit Khan country. So Ralu, Broadway Oldham la Adil Tabati Kiki by Zabit Khan. Zabit Khan by Chideno, mashallah, dear Khabandale, Allah Pak to Khushaliani Warki. Lekin Mala Nakhalaki. So Kalachim wa Tafunukum ya Gadi Landi, ya Gadi Bandi, ya Chidan front Kinasi, या चिदन इंजन की गुती वही, या चिदन एग्जॉस्ट की चिदन आगेवानी लीडी वही, या चिदन गाड़ी समात करे समय रासमय न हमेशा चिदन बस गाड़ो सर लगी आ गई. सो सवाल ज़्यादा ज़ाबित खाना सब कहूँ भाई, लेकिन निंद पारा he is our technical expert because जू गाड़ी लटो इंशाल्लाह. और खलक चिदन सम से उनकी ये समझ ज़ाबित खान भाई चिदन से ओल्डम की तावी गिरा रहा तावी कल हालत गड़ीगी और कल हालत गड़ीगी. मशराना एडवाइस अब्दुर्रहमान अलावी तेल कॉस्ट को किया चाहिए सही, लेकिन मशराना एडवाइस पर से खुरवान यू लेकिन से चीज़ें न बंदे. Oh well, it's off to Shell. कॉस्ट को बंदे अब्दुर्रहमान अला. तो दिल तो मसे ख्याल ले सखर सही. उज़ेफ़ा दी दुकान की चीज़ें स्क्रू ड्राइवर्स खर सही. ज़मा पर ख्याल चीज़ें न दिल तो नुल हसन अला चीज़ें न पई खर सही. समा ख्याल ले. The biggest restaurant in the world. Around about 236,000 branches. और खर सही सा अलुगान made from plastic. इस्लामाबाद की चीज़ें न सरीबती की ना बंदतीरी की ज़का असी लगी रा लगी. और इंग्लैंड की चीज़ें न आराम से सरीबती बानी उधरेगी. आई दबल बतीरा ला.
42 miles per gallon.
رښتیا نه د خیر آباد کار شوی ګیس نشته موږ 3 پټرول سټیشن تیر شلو پټرول سټیشنونو نه ځایونه چې دنو بندو انیوی از دکی تیل ملاو شل دلته خو باتنګړ مولایو خرڅیا وسره تیلو خرڅي د زبرز د پاره کراسینګ دی او هیدی د تیل قیمتونه and at the junction turn left ادا پټرول سټیشن سره مخکې چې دی نو دا د country of عبدالرحمن الله رئیس خانه اور ضابط خانه ځکه زموږ کلو کې خاص طور باندې زموږ بیوټیفل ویسا کې دا آخر کې چې دا ونی چې ضابط خانه دا سره ضرور اوسو یا کله وای ضابطیا فلال اولډم کې ټول آرام سره پراته دي and welcome to the heart, or is it the lungs of Oldham. We are in the area of Worneth, turning left onto Castleton Street and take the next road on the right to Alfred Street. How
far is the first stop?
So by Zabit Khan چې دن وګړه کټ کنه مرا پاس ولو د چې دن زمون د رزي ایکسپرت دی ماشاءالله بلکې د شپې اور د رزي د ټوړن ایکسپرت دی ځکه فلال چې دن تیار ده coming off the motorway it's time to read Fajr, so it's time for a welcome break. And mashallah, for those that are not familiar, Huzaifa is reading Salah. And for all the people that do not know, in the 5 fundamental pillars of Islam, one of them is to read Salah 5 times daily. So this is the first one of the day, and the next ones will be in the early afternoon, in mid-afternoon, early evening and late evening too. And the other pillars of Islam include you know, sorry. Oh yes, I love driving in my car. It's not quite a Jaguar. Anyway, back to the five pillars, right? Okay, so 1, Shahada. 2, Ibadah, yani reading Salah. Giving charity, traveling to Hajj once in a lifetime as well. And what have I forgotten? Did I say that the right way around? Let's start again, Huzaifa. Start again. So, so I love driving in my car. It's not quite a Jaguar. Anyway, back to the 5 pillars of Islam. Okay, Salah. Number 1, Zakat. Pilgrimage, Hajj once in a lifetime. Oh, and the cars come on. Fasting in the month of Ramadan. And what have I forgotten, Huzaifa? And what have I forgotten, Huzaifa? I've forgotten, oh goodness gracious, and testification, La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, Ashhadu anna Muhammad Rasulullah, whichever way you say, testification of faith. So if you don't keep saying those things in the right order, you will forget them. So keep saying them, keep reciting them, and keep reminding others as well, because you will ultimately drive in the right direction and have honesty and integrity and all the great values of Islam in your life as well. Okay, so keep traveling with us, and off we go. Mashallah, they're fueled up, and it's time to carry on with the journey. So, Gadi Leroro Apazu, and look what I have found. And did you know that France, on the border particularly, is about 22 miles from England, okay, to France, and often you can travel in the ferry. However, look what I have just found. An exceptional convoy. Looks like a lovely speedboat. But isn't that awesome? Oh, and it's the moon shadow of Glasgow. How wonderful. And it's been transported with a bike, cycle here on a huge truck. ادا کوم سایت چې دی نو انګلند کې د لوی سره کار پارک ټول ټرکونو د پاره دی او دا ایریا چې ده نو یعنی ګاډو د پاره ده د بل سایت ته ټول ټرکونه ولاړ دي هغه د پاره لوی ځایونه دي هغه د ډیر ساري ولاړ دي ماشاءالله دنه رالو زموږ ګاډي لکه ګډیږي Gadig likhe ga rahe ho. Huzaifa is resetting the satellite navigator. Ukhto kya hota hai tam tam. So it's morning time, still time left to sunrise as we hit the motorway again. So further ahead, if I go correctly from memory, is Spaghetti Junction because of its bolognese-like look, and it's one of England's, I believe, first free-flowing motorway junctions without any traffic lights or roundabouts, and I think it's in that direction over there. Here we go, approaching a roundabout. So we're following the road ahead. Straight, like in straight, straight roundabout. We're coming to Ardley with Fewcott, that is Zainum de. Da England hisab sar chide no kile de. So motorway na rati irshlu os the England kilo kinache lakati rigu, and hope you're enjoying the journey with us as well. So talash bali England ki musara garze ra garzai और भाई जाबित खान सीट नशाता आगे पढ़ते आगे सोई आगे वही subscribe like and share उगर लास्ट लगे आखोज़ाई राखोज़ाई खो बाज़ी वक्त की चीज़ें नो पढ़ बंद खाई बाज़ी वक्त की चीज़ें नो सामना खाई तो आगे चीज़ें नो फ़िलहाल पढ़ते माशाल्लाह so beautiful और मक्की चीज़ें नो the traffic line show oops and it says queues ahead. Oh, the Arianum, the Middleton Stony. Middle Mustawai, Tan Tawai, a Stony ho, Dirasaragatawai, Middleton Stony. MashaAllah. Hashtakur deha, Holly Tree House. So it's a lovely, I'm not sure if it's town or village, really. Deshi Samkhari na, but that's then in Pakistan, Kamra. That's then a Royal Air Force training ground the UK ke. Filal chidana damra yani training la kya ki chita so taso ama. Din zamakhara der yakhte no Air Force wale chuti kare da so ku nixte. And wherever you are, umeed hai chida Allah Pak nwar aur ana chidana ustasu zindagi ki hui. Mungu nagaro da paron dua gani kawai. So welcome to Newbury. It's famous for its race course. Thousands of people come and watch the racing here every year. They have first class facilities, but today we have come to look at a new vehicle. Ade gari katalularalu. Gari danna naho safade. So it's a Seat automatic Leon. Adanna safasu trailer. It looks like a nice clean car. It's well maintained. It's got lots of service history as well. It's a lovely colour. The wheels are nice and clean. So Bhai Zabit Khan is our expert on this. So engine वगैरह लग क्या check कीगी.
Four de gana four de. Na thema only the match here. My four de. Both was three. Saluram di lang. So de. Mana three only the match.
There's a mahal famous spot there by yeah. Safai the par valeting bake here. So we've been delayed for a little while here. Now I've got a question for you. How many of you remember some monster vehicles from when you were little? And one of my most distinct memories is the following vehicle. Have a look at this. Wow, look at that. Wow. Those monster tires. So let's open the door. Wow, look at this. Alright. Kia konade sama gata da. Look at the footwell. Defender footwell chak lagai. And by Zavid Khan, Rais Abdul Rahman Allah Dao Guri. Oh, flipping it. So we're gently leaving Newbury now, and look at this. And as we leave Newbury, we're just going across the canal towards a race course, I think. लोगों ने पेट्रोल में आचल गाड़ो की लोगों ने पेट्रोल में अखपलों में आचल जैसे उच्च तबलीग में कोई सो मतलब दा कि टोल में खुराक वागिश तो खुराक मोको अभी अल्लाह को याद करके आहिस्ता आहिस्ता Yorkshire की तरफ जाते हैं इंशाल्लाह. And it's time to sit in the car and gently make a move. So as we travel through Oxfordshire and through the Midlands, as you can see, it is now getting a little bit darker. It is for the time of sunset, and Maghrib Salah is fairly close, for which we will stop at some stage inshallah. MashaAllah, Huzaifa is the pilot. और अभी बारिश शुरू हो गई. Allahumma swayyiban nafi'a. Ya Allah, bring the good out of this rain. الان از جنید زابط خان باید motorway لکه main G جوړیږي. It's becoming a bit spaghetti like. Oh, تیاره کیږي England کې. As we start to hit the northern parts of the M1 and M6, and this is where the motorway lanes will change and the motorway directions will change. So we've come out of the toll plaza, £8.50 kilometer then been tuition by your county, or as if our road tax isn't enough, £180 a year or £280 a year or whatever it happens to be, and as if our insurance is not enough for the year. So wherever you are in the world, what are your motorways like? What are your road networks like? Please comment below and let us know. Because if you're a Bradfordian, and particularly if you're learning to drive with hypno driving in Bradford, specialist for neuro-linguistic program for all nervous learner drivers. Anyway, if you're learning, we're always talking about how the road markings can be better, how we could have a lick of paint on the road, how the potholes could be filled in, and how our roads could generally be better. So what do you think? Let me know by commenting below. Are the UK's roads better than other roads? Are roads in other countries better than the UK? Because certain roads in Islamabad are super smooth, built as part of a huge infrastructure improvement in Pakistan. The China-Pakistan economic corridor has brought huge changes to Pakistan as a whole. So are some of those motorways better than these in the UK? As we head off, to some super cities, Preston, Liverpool and Manchester, and it's getting a little bit brighter. Because did you know that the M6 is reported to have had some scary incidents? And in 1958, part of the motorway network was built near Preston, and the M6, I think, is the longest motorway in England. And Spaghetti Junction near Birmingham is called Spaghetti Junction because it's a complete free flow of motorway networks, often without traffic lights and roundabouts. Hence it's called Spaghetti Junction. Now, if some of the roads near you are a little bit of spaghetti bolognese, then maybe there's a whole reason for that as well. And remember, when you're travelling at 70 miles an hour, to keep a 2-second distance from the vehicle in front as well. They say only a fool breaks the 2-second rule. And in fact, you can measure that in a different way by the vehicle ahead going past a certain point, and you say, La ilaha illallah, Muhammadur Rasulullah, and you finish reading the kalima, and then you reach the same point. It means that you are following at a great safe distance. And remember, do not let your car be flashed on a camera, because that means more money goes to King Charles. Badshah Lajidana Bases Yatizibia. The guy look at Aluzi is flying past. B&Q lorry. Balalari Rawanida. MashaAllah, Malaka Saint of the Rasola Hakwi. So as we drive, welcome to the highest point, the peak point of the motorways in the UK, which means, in simple terms, we are 372 meters above sea level. The area is known as Denshaw, which is fairly close to Oldham in Lancashire, and now we are descending downhill as we start to hit the Pennine areas and ultimately the borders of West Yorkshire. On a snowy day, it's very snowy here, and on a windy day, it's very windy, and on a rainy day here, it's very, very rainy. So enjoy the ride with us as we speed along towards home. And for those of you that are not familiar with these roads, we are now heading towards Leeds and Bradford. And on the way we will go past Huddersfield, Halifax, and eventually the motorway carries on all that way to Hull, which is right on the border, or should I say, on the North Sea. 6:06, heading towards Bradford. It's been a very long day. We woke up at 3:30 this morning and it's just 9:15 now. And welcome to our home city. Welcome to Bradford, the city of culture. And here's some mad facts about Bradford. In 1853, the St. George's Hall opened, one of the oldest theatres in the United Kingdom. And in 2009, Bradford became the UNESCO City of Film, if that's the right way to say it. And we beat Cannes, the World International Film Festival. Many people will be aware of it. We beat them, and we beat Los Angeles too. So there you go. In addition to that, Bradford City played in the Premier League many moons ago. We are the curry capital of the UK. We've won that for 6 consecutive years, I believe. And the majority of our population, we have a very young city, is under the age of 16 as well. So we have got massive potential. So I'd just like to say, look, as we finish the video, because it's been an extremely long day. We went to purchase a car from Newbury. It's been a wonderful day together as well. Just like to say thank you for watching. Please remember to subscribe, like and share. Please comment below too. And wherever you are in the world, have a wonderful, blessed day. Assalamu alaikum.